Yo, what up, welcome to MTV Crib. I remember a while ago I changed my setup. Well, there's this in the background. This was a new addition, very nice. And the whole setup, I don't think I've actually shown the main area many times anyway, but here it is, the main area of the work. So I've got the monitor for the games and the monitors for the editing and the monitors for the Twitter and files and everything. It's all great. The only problem I have is it gets really hot in here. We're currently doing nothing. Nothing's rendering, nothing's recording except this camera, which doesn't produce a lot of heat. It's 27 degrees C. What's that in Fahrenheit?
Like 80-ish.
Like 80. Oh, I got a button. It is 80 degrees in this room right now. We're not recording or anything. The door's open, the window's open. It's not good. This is the maximum I have had. For those that want Fahrenheit, that's the maximum temperature this room usually gets to when I'm streaming or something, and I've probably moaned about it many times. Today that stops. I do have a portable AC unit which I have used a few times, but the thing is it's loud. We don't have AC in the UK. We use radiators because it's usually cold. I bought a bunch of stuff which you're going to see me talk about in a minute, but I'm not Linus. I know people have probably seen Linus Tech Tips video, so he had one single cable to basically have his PC come through to his monitor, his keyboard, I can't do that because I don't have $400 to spend on a singular cable. But what I do have is a bunch of other cables. Now, DisplayPort, I had to get two of these because I have this beast of a monitor right here. This is the ROG XG35VQ. This is a monitor they sent me. Absolutely amazing. Thank you very much for sending me. But it's 3440 by 1440. It's a proper ultra-wide monitor, and it needs a lot of beefy power because there's 100 hertz as well. So we don't know if this is going to work properly. So what I'm going to do is test things here, and then we're going to move the PC to the room. But these other two monitors are 1440p Dell monitors, and I also have a 4K monitor over there that I sometimes use. So we need a lot of power, so I had to get two of those. Now, okay, we've obviously got the monitors sorted, but what about the peripherals, the keyboard, the mouse, everything? Well, for that I have a USB 3 active repeater, another one of those, a USB 2 active repeater, and a USB hub. Is this going to work? I hope so. Want to open some boxes?
Yeah.
Open the back. You have nails, you can do those. This is the USB hub I went with, USB 3 and 3 extra charging ports for phones and stuff.
This is the cables.
This is the 3.0 repeater. This is going to be, one of these is going to be used to plug this into the PC, and then the other one is going to be used mainly for my cam link, which is for the Elgato to stream, and then the USB 2.0 one I got for my microphone because they need the best and everything else doesn't really matter. The cool thing about the USB 3 cables is if they don't get enough power to the end, the repeater has a micro USB port on the end, and that allows you to plug in extra power to boost it. That'll help for obviously providing power to quite a lot more devices, especially when I'm going to be using the hub, because it makes sense. Ooh, look at that. Sexy. Hub is plugged into power, and now I'm going to plug in to the PC using the actual extension. Currently has no power through the actual other end, but I'm going to see how it is just testing it, transferring a file to test it. And USB 3, well, you do the honors of plugging in this USB into any but the black.
Any but the black.
Any but the black. And we'll see if it reads up. Come on.
Ready?
Go for it.
Okay. Ooh, the number lights up.
Oh, it does.
Look.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm going to try and transfer just a very random 1 gig file, and then we're going to get a speed reading, which is going to be pretty slow. That's not very good at all, is it? I just changed USB ports about 3 or 4 times, and now I'm using a different USB drive because the one I have there is kind of a cheap, slow one, so that's probably not the best test to use. 700 meg video on the actual drive, and 70 meg a second. Not bad. That's actually the speed of my memory cards, which is the main bit I need, so not too shabby, eh? Not too shabby. I didn't hit myself, I promise. Right, so the USB works fine. Now it's time to test this, which is DisplayPort, which is what I use for my monitors. We have to power 4 monitors, actually. So three, because that uses HDMI, so that's not a problem. But this is going to be the test.
You plugged it in.
Mm-hmm. Somehow we got it working. I think might not just push the cable all the way in, but we'll just pretend that's not the thing. I just need to check one more thing. It's working at 100 hertz. That's like,
is that good?
That's the maximum.
Oh.
We've got it working great. So next up, other 2 monitors. We might be able to move the PC. I'm excited to not be melting to death. Because if you hadn't realised, it's spring. Not even, is it spring yet?
Yes, it's spring.
It's spring. It's only just spring.
Yep.
And it's currently 10 degrees outside. That's Celsius. And inside, during the -2, it was still like the 32 in here. So when it hits summer, I'm not looking forward to it. But I am now.
Can you look forward to it now, though?
I can look forward to the summer now. And boom. Oh yeah, it's done. Ignoring the mess and the Jeff, this room is currently the room of storing things, and this is where the PC is going to go for now, in this corner. I am going to eventually get more legs for this desk and like put it on there or something, but for now, this is going to be its new home. I've been doing some cable management, basically trying to get all the cables in the place they should be, and so far, I'm going to show you from this angle, it's looking a little bit better. It's a little bit cooler. I have had the AC on, which is quite nice. But anyway, I'm trying to decide if I should move the consoles in the room as well, because they obviously produce quite a bit of heat themselves as well, and it'll be even quieter. So I could possibly do that, think about doing that, may do that, I don't know. Well, so far this is the amount of cables that we're going to be wrapping around eventually. They're going to be wrapped together once I finish. But for the moment's truth, let's put the power on and see if it still works. Aha! We have a screen. Let's just see now if it actually properly works. It's weird having like no sound in here to hear the PC whirring in the back. It's silent. And there we go. Amazing. Progress update. This is taking longer than I thought it would. But we have got the PC and the PS4 currently plugged in. I've moved the network switch. So basically now, all the network stuff's going to be in here because obviously the PC's in here, it makes sense to do so. And let's run a quick speed test. And I've already done this, but surprisingly, I switched some cables around as the norm, and I'm getting more than the 300 meg I'm paying for, which is also very nice. And we are done. That's right, everything has been sorted for now. We're going away, like, tomorrow, so probably shouldn't get too massively into cable management and stuff, but for the most part, I've done it pretty well. PC's running all fine, extra monitor here, displays my console. I actually have a 2 Elgato setup now working on one PC, which is bloody brilliant. My camera is running to my PC. I mean, everything I need is running to my PC. The consoles are gone. I've just got the controllers, which I can turn the consoles on and turn them off by remote. And here's the cable thickness that we're left with. Quite a bit of cable. What I'm going to do is wrap those cables up into one kind of tube and then shove it in a corner, and it's fine. We've got a lot of slack on both ends. I measured it. When I measured it, it wasn't 10 feet, it was like 8. So I still have quite a little bit of room. These are 10-foot cables all round, and I now have space to put my keyboard so I can start practicing my music again. It's so quiet in here. It's actually weirdly quiet. There's no sounds at all, other than a little bit of road noise in the distance. And birds. We should start to see this temperature plummet, which I'll be very excited to see. But for now, I've got to get to work and start making some videos. If you enjoyed this little DIY project that I did, you want to see more things like this, because I do every now and again do things like this. And I don't really mention them because, well, most people, I guess, don't really want to see them, but we'll see. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash like, subscribe if you are new, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Until next time, guys, peace.